Been a lot of close games lately. Last 3 games, we're down to the last 30 seconds, minute. Very proud of our guys for coming back and playing as well we did defensively and not turning the ball over in the second half. And then some big time plays, winning plays. Obviously Keon's tip in, but B.J. Edwards, who's really sick right now, didn't think he was going to play. That block shot he had, and Matt Cross' offensive rebound, and Carrio was terrific. So Boopy hasn't played for over 3 weeks, and gosh, he was really good. Chuck Harris, 5 assists, no turnovers. Comes back, gets his eye cut. You know, he had, I don't know how many stitches he's going to have, but just showed a lot of toughness on our last regular season home game here on senior night. Very proud of our guys. Have 22 wins, and really proud of our seniors. Just tell Keon the next time he tips the ball in with 3 seconds, there's still 3 seconds left in the game. He was signing autographs already before he, and they're racing the ball down the other way. So someone mention that to him, please.
And do you consider that one of those larceny type wins, where they had the lead for 35 minutes of clock time in this game, and you guys didn't even have your first lead until inside of the under minute? I mean, the way your guys, you kind of look at that and say,
I've never heard larceny before, but you know, it's and when you go 13 to 27 from the foul line, I call this a very fortunate win because we missed 14 free throws. But once again, we had a chance to win on Saturday, and we went 0 for 5 with our best players missing easy shots against Stanford, and Cal, we made a couple, and so this league's tough. You know, when we get in league play, and Syracuse played an outstanding game, they were making everything early, and their guards are very good, and they're big guys. So, sometimes it goes your way, and tonight it went our way because our guys defended the entire second half, and we did not turn the ball over.
Is that in that final minute though? That's where you see what your point guard having him out on the floor, really what it means at crunch time?
Well, we wouldn't have been able to come back down 12 without Boopy. He was great. He controlled the game. He pushed the pace. He was very disruptive on the defensive end, especially in the second half. And we're just totally different, especially with BJ being sick today. If we didn't have Boopy, we would have been in big trouble. So we're just a different team with him. We were 19-5 when he went down with his injury, and then went 2 and 3 without him, and we needed him in those couple big home games we lost. So we're happy to have him back. Hopefully BJ will be healthy, and we can go in Saturday to Tallahassee with a full roster or as close to it.
You certainly had games earlier this year where you ran some teams out of the gym. When you have a night like tonight where you're not making a lot of free throws and you had to claw and fight your way back, is the gratification in this kind of win different or better in any way?
Yeah, this is a very, very gratifying win because the reason we have 22 wins right now is because these guys have been doing this over and over. And we 7-2 on the road. We've won a lot of road games in this league by grinding it out defensively and really improving defensively throughout the season. And our first half defense, they were making a lot of tough shots, and then the guy backed it in off with no time left at the end of the half, and it just seemed like everything they were throwing up went in. And so sometimes that happens, but our players, they came together at halftime, and we just told them, no matter what the score is, you have to defend at a higher level than we did the first half, and they did that.
Knowing the stakes of this week and the chance to play for a double bye, how important is it to go into this last game of the regular season? You know, you still have lots of.
Well, our goal is to win 2 games this week, and we won 1, and now we'll take tomorrow off, get some guys healthy, and then try to go into Florida State, which is a very hard place to play. I coached there for 5 years with Coach Hamilton. I know how hard a place to play that is, and so we'll go give it our best shot. But it was to your question, it's a very important win for us. We need to win this game.
You talked about the defense the whole second half, but especially the last 5 minutes. You only give up 4 shot attempts. They don't make any of those. They get a couple free throws, but to really lock down in that crunch time to turn an 8-point deficit into a 2-point win.
Yeah, it was really impressive. And Keon, he hasn't played. Some games he plays more than others. Tonight, he came off the bench and played the center position for us. He played the power forward and in the center position. Different times, including the last minute and a half when Smet fouled out, and these guys just got it done. And as I said, that's why we're 22-8, because they find ways to win close games, and they've done it all season.
And speaking of the end of the game, with it being senior night and such a high energy environment, there were definitely opportunities for your players to let the emotions get the best of them, but they didn't. What can you talk about?
Well, I think when you miss 14 free throws, it's like becomes contagious. And we had good shooters missing free throws. Boopy missed a front end, Carrio's been shooting. Carrio's at 87% in the league, and he went 1 for 3, and BJ went 1 for 4, and Boopy went 3 for 6, including the front end of a 1-on-1. Cement was 2 for 7, and we're a very good shooting team. I think we're top 15 in the nation, 3-point percentage. We're shooting 49% from the field, and free throws 73 for a team. So it's very unusual. But we've had 2 games at home, ironically. Sometimes on the road, you're not used to surroundings or shoot poorly, but the Duke game and this game, we were really poor from the foul line, and it's unusual. But when it's one thing if your big guys aren't great shooters miss, but when your guards that are really good shooters start missing, it just kind of snowballed. I thought it became contagious. And to your question about trying to focus, we kept missing every time it looked like we were going to tie them up or take the lead or have a chance to. We would miss a free throw or 2, and then they go down and score. It just became very frustrating for our guys, but they somehow didn't let them affect them and figured out a way to win.
Keon's a guy that has been around this program now for a few years. What could you tell from his reaction and just that moment, what it meant to him to deliver that?
Well, it said it all. He tipped it in and started running towards the stands to celebrate and sign autographs. So I guess that's all you have to know. And then someone said Keon, and then he turned around, saw the ball going towards half court, and decided to get back on the court. So thank goodness the guy didn't make the shot. But Keon is a captain. He's a leader. He's high energy, and the thing about he does it every day in practice, what a lot of people don't see. And he comes off the bench. He started a couple games early when we had injuries, and so he is just a guy that we know that when we put him on the court, he's going to bring us great energy and help the team in some way.
You mentioned Chuck Harris taking the shot above his eye, and he came back with the bandage, missed his first couple shots. How did you see him limited after that, and did it affect the kind of shots and looks you tried to get for him?
Yeah, it's hard to, at this level of basketball, it's hard to say, hey, we want to get Chuck a wide open 3. And so the impressive thing about our team, we have 6 guys averaging double figures, and we lead the ACC in scoring. And Chuck had 5 assists and no turnovers. He had 13 points, and that big 3 he hit in the corner was huge for us to help us come back. But he's really improved as an all-around guard. So even when he's not making shots, he can help us win. And as I said, 5 assists, no turnovers, and that one pass he had to Cement for the N1 on the, we ran a side ball pitch back, and he threw that perfect pass to Cement. He probably missed a free throw, so it's probably just 2. But those are plays that Chuck has really improved on throughout this season and has become a very, very good player.
The emotions of tonight for your guys, coupled with what's going to happen Saturday night for Coach Hamilton and the Seminoles, going through this emotional experience, does that help potentially?
I think this gives us confidence to go in and play great on Saturday. I think we're going to play great on Saturday. Whether we win or not, who knows? We just have to compete. But I feel great. I think they'll have a lot of confidence. We'll take tomorrow off, and Thursday they're going to show up with smiles on their face, knowing that we have 22 wins and we have a lot to play for.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you.